Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Diana Alga Macherspati, and I'm delighted to be here today to talk to you about the result of journal research. But before that, I want to say thank you to Mr. Marwito Wihadi for giving me the opportunity to doing this presentation. Okay, for the journal research that I chose is back channels on English as a foreign language teaching, classroom discourse analysis of lecture and student interaction of Borneo University Tarakan. For journal authors, there are Pitrawati and Bibit Suhatmade. For the institution, English Education Department University Borneo Tarakan Indonesia and English Education Department University Mullah Warman Samarinda Indonesia. And Advances in Social Science, Education and Humanities Research, volume 619, copyright 2021, the authors published by Atlantis Press SARL. And this presentation is presented by me, Zianalga Macherspati, from English Education Department at Kuningan University, Indonesia. And the purpose of this presentation is to find out how one of the features of spoken grammar, namely back channels, is used in the classroom in interaction between lecturers and students. Okay, my presentation is divided into 7 parts. I'll start with background of the journal research first, and then I will look at the question or purpose of this research. Next are about the method, findings and discussion, and finally the conclusion and suggestion. Okay, I'd like to give you a background of information about my channels. I think everybody has heard about back channels in spoken discourse, but hardly anyone knows much about it. Okay, for the background, the spoken discourse of English as a foreign language teaching context is crucial to be investigated since lecturers and students actively use a language in their classroom interaction all the time. When a lecturer is speaking, it doesn't mean student as listener or passive listener. However, they are supposed to provide silent feedback such as head nods, smile, eyes glance, even oral responses. It sometimes doesn't stop and disturb the current speaker or lecturer that is being spoken. This phenomenon is called back channels, commonly occurred in the conversation regardless of language use system and culture. So, what is back channel? Back channel is a channel produced by the listener at signaling attention, interest, and understanding to the speaker. Ward and Sukara 2000 conducted a study about the prosodic features of Q backchannel responses in English and Japanese. They found that backchannel responses in English are yeah, uh-huh, hmm, right, and okay, while and hi are backchannel responses in Japanese. Further, they mentioned that the lexical items such as words, phrases, and non-lexical vocalization such as louder, cough, and sniffs are categorized as the two characteristics of backchannel responses. So, from the background of the journal research, the author got the questions. First, what types of backchannel used by the lecturer and student in their classroom interaction? And second, what reason the lecturer and the student use backchannels in their classroom interaction? For purpose of this research, this current study was conducted by investigating the use of backchannels in the classroom discourse that involved lecturer and student interaction. English speaking was taught and studied as a foreign language to get more information or to know about the types and the reason lecturers and students use backchannels in their classroom interactions. Okay, next about research methodology. For a method, there use qualitative data and approach exploratory case study. For participants, a female lecturer and a female student selected based on the specific criteria. For location, speaking course classroom at the English Department, University of Borneo Tarakan, North Kalimantan, Indonesia. And for data collection, classroom observation using observation guides and interview based on pre-developed guides from prior studies. And for data analysis, context analysis following Lodico, Spalding, and Fogiatos 2010 qualitative procedures. For backchannels categories, based on PIPEX 2007, classification study distinguish between backchannels vocal and backchannel silence. And finally, this is the findings from these journals. We have the two types of backchannels. First, backchannels vocal and backchannel silence. First, we have backchannels vocals. Word form, single words like yes, okay, or no. This is the conversation from the lectures and the student in the classroom interactions. Students, correlation between time management, stress, and then doing the task at night, and then the teacher always keeps the task without explanation. Maybe I'd like to try. Lecture. Okay, yes, come on. Students. The first is the teacher of lecture always gives the task so much, and then it's just no one teacher. All of the teacher give more than one task. In this conversation, we can see the back channel is put when the lecturer is answer what students say. Lecturer say, okay, yes, come on. It's the back channels. And second, phrases form. Short phrases like yes, of course, or very good. For this example conversation like this, lecturer. Okay, Andre. Yeah. Okay, please, Andre, time is yours. What do you know about homework is harmful? Student. I had many and then lecturer say, louder please. Student. Okay, mom. I have many notes about the homework advantages. Homework makes the student learn a lot first. Lectures. Yeah, very good. Students. Make student remind again of material from the teacher or lecturer, and homework will make student have any management because of tasks from the teacher or lecturer in the quick deadline. In this conversation, we can see the lecturer use back channels when the student say with a low vocal. Louder please, like that. And yeah, very good. It's like a response for the student, what the student say, like that. And the next sentence form, sentence like, that is all, like that. For the conversation, like this, student. That is all the vision and mission from the Prabowo Hatta. We are from the success team. Thank you. Lecture. That is all? Student. Yes, that is all my vision and mission. Thank you. For sentence from this back channel use like that is all, like that. And the last sound identification sounds like or louder. Lecturer. Okay, what about you, T? What do you have? Student. Tested negative for HIV, tested infected. Lecturer. Okay, where's your opinion? Like that. This is student use back channels with like that. I hope that you're a little clearer on how we can use back channels in conversation. Okay, for the second type of back channels, here is back channel silence. Back channel silence is non-verbal or non-speech utterances produced by the speaker in the speech situation. It found that the lecturer and the student have similarly produced back channel silence. There are head nods, a facial expression, of smile, gesture signal, and eye movement. And the second findings, we have reason for using back channels in their classrooms. And I'd like to draw your attention to these points. And what the journals mean to explain is their four reason why the lecturer and student use back channels in their classroom interaction. The first, we have continuous signal to encourage the speaker to continue, such as saying next, to prompt further elaboration. And the second, we have statement signal to respond to or clarity statement, agree or disagree. For example, yes, of course. And the third, social condition, reflecting politeness or cultural norms, such as maintaining eye contact or using formal responses. And the last, we have emotional signal, to convey emotion like happiness or interest, often through smile or laughter. If there are no further questions at this point, don't forget to leave the question in the comments column. Okay? Okay, from findings that I have to explain previously, this is the discussion from this research journal. The first, we have importance of back channels in classrooms. Why? Because back channels help keep classroom communication active and engaging. They allow students and lecturers to respond to each other without interrupting, creating a collaborative atmosphere. And second, connection to previous studies. Similar to earlier research, this study confirms that back channels like yes, okay, nodding are important for showing attention and politeness in conversation. Like back channels were common, especially in formal classroom settings, like students saying yes to respect their lecturers. And the third, cultural influence. In the Indonesian context, back channels reflect politeness and respect. Students use formal words, eye contact, smile to show they were paying attention to what the speaker is saying. And fourth, positive classroom impact. Back channel build trust and confidence between lecturers and students. For example, when the lecturer said encouraging words like very good, students felt motivated to speak more, and this can make us confident. And the fifth function of back channels, continuous signals. Let speaker continue next, like that. Statement signal to agree or clarify something. For example, yes, of course. And the third, social condition, to show politeness and follow cultural norms. And last, emotion signal, to show positive emotion like happiness or interest to what the speaker said. For example, smiling, laughing, like that. And last, we have practical teaching tips. Lecturers should use back channels, for example, okay, okay, to encourage students to participate more. Students should also use back channel to show engagement and improve their speaking confidence in classroom discourse. And in the last part, we have conclusions. And this conclusion, let me sum up my main points. The current research finding reported the types and reason why the lecturer and student produce the back channel in their classroom interaction at Borneo University, Tarakan. The types of back channels used by the participants in the classroom interaction were back channel vocal and back channel silence. The back channel vocal consisted of word form, voice form, sentence form, and sounds identification. And then the back channel was silence about head nods, facial expression of smile, gestural signal, and eye movement. And the participants uttered and produced both back channels vocal and back channel silent to show the continuous signal, the statement signal, the social condition, and the emotional signal. I have a little suggestion from me for this research journal. The first, extension of time for observation, where in the journal there is no detailed mention of time. It is suggested that observation can be carried out over a long period of time in order to see the development of back channel usage in the classroom, whether it had changed or not. And second, need more participation in the observation, because the purpose is to find out the diversity of back channels usage from each selected class, because that I think we need more participation in the observation. And the third, the influence of culture in back channels. The journal mentioned the influence of culture in the use of back channels, but there's a lack of research and support from other journals that find Strickland and Statesman. And the last, about the object. It is recommended to choose participation in clear and organized scope. It is also recommended to use the quantitative method so that the data can be more proven. Before I close my presentation, I want to say thank you to the authors' journals, and this is about authors' contribution and acknowledgements. Vidyawati contributed to data collection, data analysis, and writing the article draft. For Bibit Suhatmadi contributed to article review, proofreading, and editing. And for acknowledgement, this research was supported by the English Education Department of University of Borneo Tarakan, and the journal researchers would like to thank the lecturer and the student who participated in this research. Okay, that's bring me to the end of my presentation. Thanks for your attention. I hope what I explained about the topic can give you a benefit. Sorry if there's errors in words or explanation. I want to say thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. If you have a question, don't forget to write down in my column commenter. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.